Hello again, welcome back to Real Desk. My name is Mark, I'm the Chief Desk Jockey, and today we're going to be talking about how to use the Real Desk e-signature tool. So let's jump in. Before long, you'll be signing documents like a pro. So first thing to do is get access to the tool. The easiest way by far to do this is from Real Desk. Navigate your way to the e-signing tool selection in the left navigation. Click. If you haven't used RealSign before, you'll get this little marketing screen here, and you can simply click to sign up, and that will start a 30-day free trial. If you've been given a subscription by your brokerage, you won't see this at all. It'll skip right to the next screens. So if I click to sign in, it will bring me into the tool, and you'll see the signing sessions dashboard. The other way to get access to the tool is by going to the Esign URL directly and then logging in with the username and password. If your brokerage uses Real Desk, you've got both options. You can go in through Real Desk, or you can go in through the login screen here. Just use the same email that you use for Real Desk and set up a password, and you'll be able to take advantage of both options. If your brokerage doesn't use Real Desk and you want to start using the tool, you can go to this URL, click on sign up, enter your email address, and you'll get an email to validate your email address, and then you'll be able to get access to the 30-day free trial and start using the tool. So now that we're signed up, we can go in through Real Desk by clicking on eSign tool, and it will take us right to our signing sessions dashboard. The way to get started is to click Start Signing, and then you can drag and drop, or I can go into my file system and I can determine what I want to drag in, and you can either drag or click and select. You can click and drag multiple items, so if I want to do all three of these, for instance, I can just click on all of them, upload them into the box, and all three will upload. And then I click continue. The next step is adding signees, name and email address for each of the people who need to sign. So by default, you as the agent will be listed. If you don't need to sign a particular document, you can click the trash icon, and you can add, if needed, any clients, or in this case, we'll have options for all three of us, and you can continue to add as many signees as you want. Once you're done, and click continue to move to the next step. The next step is typically what takes the majority of the time, and that's preparing the documents and placing each of the different fields for different signees onto the documents. So I've uploaded 3 documents, so I can go through and add signatures, initials, checkboxes, text, dates for each of the clients as well as for myself. So you can either go through each person separately, or you can just go through the document and flip back and forth. You would use this area to determine who needs what. So if I want myself, for instance, to add a signature, I can go down here and find the signature page, since just put a signature here for the witness. This will only happen the first time that you use the tool, and then after that it will keep your defaults. You can always change them if you want to. You can either draw using the mouse and draw your initials, or, as most people do, choose to type, and you can pick from a whole variety of different fonts. I'm going to pick this. You can edit your name if you need to. You've got your name and initials, you've chosen your font, and you click confirm, and off you go. So each signature or initial will have a little URL underneath it, which is used for authenticating the time and the validity of the signature. If I need to add an initial, I can do that. And once you've done that initial configuration, your signatures and your initials automatically get placed. When you add this for the client, let's do this for Susan client, and add a signature here. It will just place a sign here box, and once Susan goes through, she'll be able to do that. For things like text, generally you'll want to populate the text yourself, since if you're going to put in something around what month it is, you can click August. There's a variety of different ways to resize fields. Sometimes to avoid overlap, to be able to move this field, you can either sort of click on it and drag, or if you need a little bit more fine control, you can go over here to the positions and adjust it 1 pixel at a time in the horizontal or vertical. You can extend the size of it horizontally, vertically, or both. You can shrink it. You can also do this with the width and height indicators here, again, if you want sort of more fine control. The other thing that can be useful if you have the same name or the same address that's repeated multiple times, is you can click here to clone a field. That will create a second one that says August, and I can put it over here. That makes it a little bit quicker when you've got lots of repetitive inputs. Let's make sure that we put at least one signature for the other client as well. We'll put it down here next to Susan client. And that's everything that you need to do is in this step. And click continue to move on to the next phase. So the next step is to send the email out that is going to include the documents and the instructions to the signers. You can put in whatever subject line you want. Please sign re123 any street instance, and then put in any sort of message. Hi Susan and James, please sign as discussed. And simply click send. And that will go out to the signees, and you'll be able to see the status when you go back to your dashboard. So once you click here, you'll be able to see that the client has not viewed yet. You can resend if they didn't get the email, and it will go out to everybody. Now we're waiting for those documents to come back. So how does it look from the client side? The client will get the email that has the subject line that you entered and the message text that you entered, and we'll say review and sign document. Once they click in here, they will get prompted for each of the different fields that they need to enter, and then they can use the previous and next buttons to move through the text. They can manually go through and read, or if they just want to skip to where am I actually required to do something, they can click next, and it will take them to, in this case, the one and only place where they actually need to do something. They can simply click to sign here. And this is going to prompt me because it's going to associate my address with my account to do it that way. But if I want to do something different and call it Susan Clients instead, to be faithful to the way that we've done it here, and maybe choose a different font, I can click confirm. And once they're done, they can simply click done. And they will get an email as well once all the documents have been signed, and they'll get a PDF copy of the fully executed documents. As the agent, I'm back at my dashboard, and I can see that both clients have completed the signing session. I can see all of the documents here. I can click to view them in the tool. I can go down and see the finalized signatures from my two clients, or I can click download. In this case, because there's multiple documents, it will download as a zip file, and you can simply extract that, and it will have all three PDFs that are completed and signed. Once you have multiple signing sessions from the dashboard, you can use these various filters to filter only on completed or only on not viewed, or sort. You can sort by different directions. There's a few other features that you might want to be aware of. One would be subscription management for those of you who don't have a deal with your brokerage where they're providing it to you free. And after the 30-day free trial, you would click on your name and then click payments, and you will see your status here. So I can see that my subscription is valid until September 25th, 2024. If I want to sign up for an annual license, I can click here to add a credit card, and then I'll click here to buy a subscription. And from here as well, you can click support, and it will open a new email to send a support email to our support desk. I mentioned earlier that there's a way to validate any signature that's done through the e-signature tool, and that's through this URL that you'll see below each signature or initials. Each has its own unique code. You can simply copy and paste this into your browser. It will take you into the signature validation screen, and you will see all of the information that you need to be able to validate that that's a legitimate signature. The last feature of the Esign tool is the integration with RealDesk platform and the ability to pull information from your signing sessions right into the transaction room when you're submitting deals. The way that I do this is submitting any type of deal and going down to the forms section. If you have a Esign account, you should see this bar at the bottom of each drop zone saying import from RealSign tool. If you click here, you will see the different signing sessions that you have available. So the session that I did earlier, I've got the three forms, the FinTrack, the buyer rep agreement, and the agreement of purchase and sale. I'm just going to click here for the FinTrack, and it will load right in there. I'll do the same thing for the buyer rep agreement and for the contract. and that makes it just a little bit quicker versus having to go find it on your desktop. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us through our support desk if you have any questions. Thanks for being part of the Real Desk community.